Finance Indaba. My name is Tiffany. I'm a business consultant from Corporate Traveller. So in my segment today, I'm going to talk around travel management, but more importantly, I'm going to speak around people and technology and how it's a magic combination for your business. We actually start to interact with technology the first time we wake up. So if you're one of those people, and I take my hat off to you, where it's one alarm and you get up and you go, or you're like me, where perhaps you interact with your device a little bit more before you leave the house, you ultimately use technology throughout the day anyway. But in saying that, when things get a little bit more in depth, perhaps more intricate or even complicated, we actually seek out our fellow human being. In saying that, though, we have varying degrees of different type of tech-keen people within our businesses. And we actually did a poll a little bit earlier this week around what those three personas could possibly look like. So maybe just think about yourself and the audience and what you could be out of these three. So number one is the tech guru. This person believes in a connected world of time efficiencies and cost efficiencies. Our second person is all about that human element. They value the power of relationships and dedicated service, and they like to deal with who they like to deal with and probably pay a little bit more to do so. Third is our hybrid. They're the best of both. They're absolutely proficient in technology, but they really do have these moments where they would actually just rather prefer to speak to a human being. In saying that, the results came back that a lot of people fell into that hybrid space, but there is no wrong or right answer when it comes to this. At the end of the day, what it speaks to is that human beings have preferences and choices in what they do and how they do it. So PwC actually recently did a survey where 58% of people believe in the adoption of tech and innovation. 3/4 of people believe that technology will never replace the human mind. And that most leaders have actually incorporated in their long-term strategies a calibration between people and technology. But these are the fundamental challenges that are facing businesses today. And travel is absolutely no different from this. So like anyone here, virtually or in the room, if your organization travels, it's not exactly the most fun thing to do. We've all had that 5 a.m. wake-up call to catch a red-eye flight to a local destination. And to be honest with you, all we want is a seamless experience. We actually don't care how it's been booked. It's all about being supported and having a good experience. The finance folk out there will definitely say that automation is all about driving cost and efficiency. And they're not wrong. But we cannot forget the human element. Because travel at the end of the day is people moving people. So yes, absolutely, automation, cost and efficiency, but you cannot take away that service and support that comes from that human element. So what does a business trip actually entail when it comes to an organization? So let's pick on Steve in finance. I'm sure we all know a Steve in finance. If you're out there, hello. And Steve's going to take a look at return on investments, maybe budget for that trip or cost of that trip. He is the master of coin after all. From there, he's also going to want to know that at the end of the month, he is receiving accurate data around his trips that have been booked throughout the month. Our travel arranger, Kirsty, on the other hand, needs to stick within travel policy, but also ensure that Steve sticks within Steve's budget. At the same time, she doesn't want to be receiving sort of these unhappy travelers phoning her at odd hours through the day, complaining and changing things. Our road warrior, Zanele, on the other hand, is more interested in her reason for the trip, and that's to close the deal. So in her mind, she just wants to know she's supported on her journey when she needs it. I'm pretty sure it sounds familiar to all of you. But the biggest question is how do you deliver that on every single trip? So I'm going to use an example. I'm going to use WHO. This is an over 50-year-old organization, and their travel program actually faced the same complexities. And their core focuses were, one, to scope processes and improve them, to automate as much as possible, provide better data, but ensure that they never ever compromised on service and support throughout the journey, and obviously ultimately cost reduction. So we automated wherever we could automate, and WHO chose to implement an online booking solution that would ultimately enhance approval, generate greater efficiencies, and reduce costs. So happy Steve. Kirsty was then trained on this online booking solution, where she was able to actually have control of all her bookings, but was equipped with a dedicated travel manager that she could call on if she needed help. So Kirsty loved the fact that she had choice, that she could phone somebody, or she could just do it herself. For many road warriors at WBHO, like Zanele, they were equipped with our SAM mobile app, so they were supported while on journey. But on top of that, to provide further peace of mind, we gave them a 24/7 emergency assist team for free, just in case anything needed to change while they were on the road. Steve and the management team got an added bonus when they found out that they had a dedicated customer success manager to go through their data and reporting with them monthly, ensuring whatever decisions they pushed towards their travel program would ultimately lead to its success. So at the end of the day, Steve could count his coins, Kirsty had peace of mind and probably a glass of wine in her downtime, and Zanele had a great trip and closed the deal. By blending that customized technology with that expertise and service and a smart mobile app, we were able to deliver that. However, change management is something that can be quite painful. So what did we care about? It's about results. It resulted in a 10% saving on their hotel program. They were able to consolidate everything, and Steve had his analytics. Kirsty got 4 hours back into her work week, and Zanele knew she was supported on trip. All in all, remembering to be human, added to the solution of technology, they were able to strike the balance between cost, choice, and duty of care. These are the points that businesses will need to focus on as we head into the future, because humans are collaborating more and more with artificial intelligence. This is the balancing act between touch and tech. I am Tiffany from Corporate Traveller, and thank you so much. Please visit our virtual stand.